What's up, everyone? Welcome back to another episode of the Heel Hookers podcast, episode 226. We are back with quite possibly the greatest fight card of the year to talk about. MSG coming up this weekend, and the UFC actually did it right. 2 title fights, 2 champ versus champ fights, the first time in UFC history that's ever happened. Two
Crazy.
people moving up to 2 champions
Yeah.
moving up a weight class to challenge for the next weight class title. Absolutely stacked out with contender fights top to bottom.
Yeah.
This card is so good. I cannot wait for it. So much to talk about before we do and get into all that. Don't forget to like and subscribe. We appreciate everyone that does. Drop a comment. Let us know all of your predictions for all of these incredible fights that we got coming up this weekend.
I was about to say, leave a comment on what fight you're most excited for, because there are so many fights to be excited for on this card.
Yeah, too many fights, so many good fights for all different reasons.
Yeah.
Main card, every other fight is welterweight.
Yep.
Yeah. I was about to say, it feels like we almost have a mini tournament going on with those 2 welterweight fights. See who gets the next shot at the title. Like,
mm-hmm.
We also have, I just realized too, a lot of fights at 185 pounds on this card.
Yeah.
That's
4
true.
fights on the prelims at 185. So we got a lot going on. Let's go.
Yeah.
Let's kick it off at the top. The reason why we're all here, the only fight worthy to headline MSG. I mean, there's like maybe 1 or 2 other fights that you could do right now, but this is the fight, guys. This is, oh my God, we're here. We got it. And it's goddamn fight week. Jack Della Maddalena, newly minted UFC welterweight champion, got the title this year after a 5-round decision, beat down over Bilal Muhammad, looked very good in that, showed a lot of good skills, really got to see a whole lot to give us more information on his abilities and skill set heading into the fight of his motherfucking life.
Yeah.
The biggest monster that he could possibly go up against at this point in his career. Number 1 pound for pound fighter in the world, deservedly so. Islam Makhachev, former UFC lightweight champion. It's one of those things where it's like, I know it doesn't like matter, you know, everyone just it's like, just kind of wish that they didn't do the Ilya fight till after this one, you know, just so you had that, like, he's the reigning lightweight champ heading into it. But either way, Islam Makhachev defended the lightweight title 4 times straight, something that no man has ever done in that division before. 15-fight win streak heading into this fight for him, moving up a weight class for the first time in his UFC career. There is so much history, so much legacy in the making for this fight. How in the fuck are you guys feeling about this heading into fight week? Let's go, man. Let's go.
I feel too much.
No, yeah, for real. Like, it's just one of those things, man, where it's just, how do you, like, legitimately, how do you, like, parse your feelings for this fight? Because it's just like, holy shit, the win streak Islam has been on has been incredible. And then, like, Jack Della Maddalena, he hasn't lost since his, first 2 fights in his pro career. He's on an 18-fight winning streak. Like, and he's coming off a win over Bilal Muhammad, who was also on a really good win streak in his own right.
Yep.
Like, oh my God, it's just like, how do you... God, the grappling and the, like, because the thing is, Islam is a grappler, but he is mainly a striker, and, like, that's Della Maddalena's world. It's just like, oh.
Yeah,
I don't know what to say. Like, it's one of those things where it's just like, holy fuck, there's too much that you could talk about with this fight. I don't know where to start.
No, I get it. I mean, because I feel like, if anything, just the best place to start is, for me, just Islam Makhachev, man. 15-fight win streak, lightweight champion, like we said. But the way that he has the chance to tie Anderson Silva's record with a win here for 16 consecutive wins inside of the UFC, Obviously, only Anderson Silva was the only one to do that, and only one other person in UFC history has ever matched Islam on this win streak of 15, and that's Kamaru Usman.
Yeah.
3 people in UFC history across all weight classes, all eras, all of that have gone on to win 15 straight fights without a blemish. Like that is just such an impressive feat to accomplish. And if he is able to go out there, moving up a weight class, going to fight for the title, and is able to tie Anderson Silva for that record, it like that is definitely a hard thing to kind of compare, like, you know, the 16 fight win streak of Andy to Islam, but it's almost like, I feel like it's almost comparable with just the people that he has beaten and how he has gotten rid of them, because it's one of those things. People talk, you know, just like with Dagestani fighters and just talk shit and, like, you know what I mean? And just how they're boring, all these things, whatever. Islam has 16 wins inside of the UFC. 11 of them are by finish. In the last 6 years, he has only gone to a decision with one man that he has fought, and that man is Alexander Volkanovski, who at the time was the number 1 pound-for-pound fighter in the world, moving up a weight class, much as Islam is doing this weekend. But it's like, goes out there in the rematch, ends up finishing him in the first round. In his last 7 fights, he has taken on 4 opponents short notice for whatever reason, differing things, all that. Every single one of those opponents he has fought on short notice all got finished in under 5 minutes. That is just something where it's like, that is a hard thing. No matter who you are, whatever, change of opponents, different things, you have all these pressure. The win streak is stacking. Even like for Islam, you know, like going into the Dan Hooker and fucking Bobby Green fight, it's like you're on the precipice of a title shot. You're on 8 fight win streak, 9 fight win streak. Like, you're getting close to that. You're going up against guys that you shouldn't be match made against because they're way far back. And it's like, there is so much pressure on him in all of these fights to maintain that streak and to maintain the perfection that he's already fucked up once before in the UFC, like Khabib never did before him. And to go out there and to just dominate time and over again, it has just been absolutely incredible. And I cannot wait to see what moving up 15 pounds, what kind of frame that Islam has heading into this fight, what that kind of looks like in just terms of his performance, because Ilya moving up 10 pounds against Charles Oliveira, noticeably a bit slower in some of those exchanges when he was throwing punches. There's so much for Islam's side that I'm very curious about, and if he can just really maintain this historical run that he has going.
No, yeah, that's very well put. And like, the thing is, like, because that is one thing people do say, like, oh, well, you got Talshov beating Bobby Green. It's like, yeah, and you know, before that he beat Dan Hooker. He was supposed to fight RDA and Beneil Dariush. Like, they just got canceled for whatever reason. Like, those two couldn't make the fight. So then he gets those two, and it's just like, he still had to beat Charles, and he did that in round 2 in under 10 minutes. Beats Volkanovski, and then beats him again in the rematch even quicker. Beats Dustin Poirier, who did the best out of everyone he fought for in a championship fight in terms of, besides Volk going to the decision, going to round 5. And then, short notice against Renato Moicano, gets him out of there in less than a round with a Darce choke. Something that, like, the ground being what Moicano is best at, and completely and utterly dominated him there.
Yep.
Yeah, because it's like, after the Bobby Green win, that put him on a 10-fight winning streak with, as you mentioned, like the 2 people pulling out that were ranked and that could easily get him that title fight. It's like, at that point too, Charles Oliveira was coming off of obviously a crazy fucking streak, but his last 4 wins before that were Tony Ferguson, Michael Chandler, Dustin Poirier, and Justin Gaethje. Who else was he about to fight?
Yep.
Who else was he about to fight other than Islam on a 10-fight winning streak? Well, yeah, it was Bobby Green, but literally RDA and Benny pulls out. Who else was he about to fight in that moment?
Yeah.
Like...
No, yeah, exactly. And that's kind of like one of those things. But we'll get to this one, like, oh man, it's hard. Because, like, Jack Della Maddalena, like we said, on a streak of his own. But I would say, but like, in terms of the names and the quality of wins, definitely lower than what Islam has fought. Because, like, Belal Muhammad, obviously, great win.
Yeah.
Gilbert Burns, bit older, on a losing streak now, and, like, was on a losing streak when he fought him, and had to go to war with him. Like, really had to dig that one out. Gets a split over Kevin Holland, gets a split over Basil Hafez. short notice. Those are his last 4 wins. It's just like, it's not the greatest win streak, but it's a good enough win streak. And like the fact that he was able to beat Bilal Muhammad and bloody him and batter him for 5 fucking rounds, like that's crazy to do.
Yeah.
So his striking is so crisp, especially his inside boxing. Oh my god, if you're in the pocket with this man, get out, get the fuck out. The best advice I can give you.
For sure. I feel like one thing that is underrated about Islam is the fact that he is safe in the striking for the most part. Obviously, he gets hit. You know what I mean? I'm not acting like he doesn't get hit, but I feel like because his striking is more on the basic side, his defense is underlooked because all of the people he's fought, like the people that we've mentioned, you know what I mean? In Dustin, in Volk, in Charles, even in Bobby Green and Dan Hooker, these are people that are landing 5+ whatever significant strikes per minute. You know what I mean? And he averages absorbing 1.55. His defense is 61%. Like, you know what I mean? Like, a lightweight champion that is on a 15-fight winning streak and you're absorbing 1.55 per minute in strikes, like that's an incredible feat in its own right there. Like
you saying that, because I don't remember exactly at what point it would have been, but I know it was like like his champion, like becoming the champ and stuff. But I remember when it was like he was at 0.91 absorbed per minute, and it was just like, holy shit, like that's crazy.
Yeah.
And the fact that he has now gone through his entire lightweight title run, 5 title fights, and that didn't even double.
Yeah, it didn't even go up by 1.
Insane,
bro. It didn't even go up by 1.
I know.
Fuck double.
No,
like,
but like it didn't even double. That's less than 1. Like he was at 0.9. Like
that's true, that's true.
You know what I mean?
Yeah,
like it literally did not even like go up 100. Like incredible. 2 fights with Volk, a fight with Oliveira, Dustin, Moicano, like. Yeah, man, that is pretty incredible that he has kept those numbers still that low to this day.
Going 5 with Volk and going almost a whole 5 with Poirier, like that's insane because Poirier will put it on you.
Yeah, and he literally had talked about how he got a scar from that he's gonna have for his life because you know what I mean. Like Dustin, landing good shots, actually bringing him to deep waters, like you said with Volk, bringing him into deep waters with that one. It's just like. Yes, still maintaining such a low strikes absorbed per minute. That is kind of wild.
It's insane because Dustin still only landed 74 significant strikes over 5 rounds. That is low for Dustin.
Yeah, he landed at a 40% clip that fight.
Yeah,
like
because like you said, like Islam does have basic striking. He's not like this super crafty guy on the feet or has like this I guess that's more of the thing. Like he is crafty. It's like he doesn't have super dynamic striking. You know what I mean? But it's just so calculated. It's so fundamental. With the boxing, with the kicks, like it is all so good all around. Yeah. He's not yet the greatest boxer. He's not the greatest kickboxer, but he has shown that it is all so put together extremely well, and especially to just complement his grappling so good whenever he wants to actually go for it.
Yeah.
No, yeah, exactly. And that's going to be the biggest thing is how JDM is going to be able to decipher when it's going to be a strike or when it's going to be a takedown, how well he's going to be able to defend those takedowns, how well he's going to be able to get up from getting taken down, because it's going to happen.
Well, that's what I'm interested in, because Jack might get taken down in his fights, but he's scrambly. He gets back to his feet. He is out of there. He can move on the ground, like, and it's pretty fun to watch. Like, that's something I'm very excited for in this fight, is the grappling exchanges.
Oh yeah, Jack definitely.
Or there are grappling exchanges, you know. Like,
no, yeah, there might not be. Who knows? Like, Jack Del Malaya, definitely a certified scrambly boy. So we'll see what he's able to do. Like, that's what I mean. Like, I need to see like what he's actually gonna be able to do once he gets there, because like Islam's top pressure is insane. So it is just like, how is he going to be able to get up? How is he going to scramble? What's that going to look like? It'll be very interesting to see. And like the exchanges in the pocket, I feel like Jack has enough power and is so precise in there that he could clip Islam and we can see Islam hurt. And it'll 100%. Definitely be something where it's like, and that's going to be something that's going to be crazy to see.
Yeah, I mean,
I'll cry.
in the Volk fight, like he got hit with like
Yeah.
a big strike. I think it was, I forget if it was the 4th or 5th round, but where it was just like holding on to Volk, like
Yeah.
just like clearly got rocked in because it was just like I know because I'm pretty sure he went for like the takedown right after, and it was just like, oh, was it a drop? Was it, you know what I mean? But it's like we have seen him get like, and obviously he's been knocked out in his career. We've seen him get hurt by a 45er moving up to 55. I have no doubt in my mind that if Jack puts together a combo and lands a good shot, not even like the cleanest shot to the chin or whatever, he has the ability and the power and the striking technique to hurt Islam. No doubt about it. Like that is like guaranteed in my mind. And that's where it's a hard one because as it just, like getting closer, and it's like I'm super excited for the fight. I do just wonder if Jack isn't able to just like straight up stuff takedowns and put punches on Islam and actually get him out of there probably within the first 3 rounds or so. I mean, like because I feel like if he's just stuffing takedowns and he's able to like win rounds and like land shots like and is just like where it's going to be like, oh, cruising to like a decision kind of thing, I feel like he's getting Islam out of there, you know what I mean? So I just feel like that where it's like, yeah, Jack is scrambly and he is really good. But if Islam is constantly grabbing takedowns, he's constantly making him work, just going through the motions and the positions, he doesn't have the same just years and years of the grappling reps and everything that Islam does as a grappler, that all the work he's doing with Craig Jones, like it's going to help a lot. And all of that is going to give him the tools and in order to go out there and find like the victory and get it done. But I just feel like if Islam's able to constantly force grappling exchanges, constantly prolong the fight, it's just gonna end up where it's like, yeah, it's gonna be a close fight. It could be back and forth in moments, but it's just gonna be another Islam fight, and he's gonna get it done over 5 or find a late sub or something. Or like if he gets Jack tired enough, like I feel like Jack has got to get him out of there early. Islam is too good to let him hang around, man. It's just he is.
No, yeah, because me saying that I'm interested in the scrambling of the grappling, after I said that, I was like, you know what? Honestly, I don't know how scrambly Jack's actually going to be able to be. And the reason why I say that is because it's like the one person that we would have gotten to see some like real shit from him would have been maybe Gilbert Burns, but he hurt himself in the first round with a broken hand. So it's like, he obviously did good in certain points, but it's like, don't really know how good he could have actually done. But it's like, Islam is levels above Basil Hafez and Randy Brown and these other guys that we've seen him get real scrambly with. You know what I mean? It's like Bilal Muhammad. Yeah, he grabbed 3 takedowns on him, but it's like a lot of the takedowns he shot, especially early, were late in the round, half-assed, just like he was staying on the feet with him way longer than he should have, and then was like, oh, there's 45 seconds left. Let me try to go for takedown. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
And then it wasn't in excuse me, it wasn't until the back end of 4 and 5 where he was like, okay, let me actually go for takedowns throughout the round and really mix it up throughout the round. And it was in round 5 where he found the most success of going 2 for 2 in the takedowns. He only got 1.5 minutes of control time, but at that point they're both beat up, they're both like tired, where it's like Bilal's finding more success but Jack able to get up and out of it. So it's like, I wonder if early on, if Islam's like, no, I'm committing to the grappling because this is what I do, even if early on, if he's going to be able to scramble out of it, and if it is consistent throughout the fight and he is wearing him down, it's like, yeah, I don't know how Jack's going to handle that.
Yeah.
And I do get what you're saying, but like also in that 5th round, that was the round that Jack Della Maddalena threw the most significant strikes and landed the most significant strikes at 53 and 83. 53 landed, 83 thrown. And also with the Randy Brown one, he hurt Randy Brown. Randy Brown goes down and he's able to just jump on the back. There was no scramble.
Yeah.
No, there was I could have sworn it was the Randy Brown one that at some point he had him wrapped up and he just scrambled out of it. Was that not him?
No, because like it's like because I like that one because when you said that, like I had the
Who
thought
am I
too,
thinking
but
of?
that I'm sorry, that
Danny Roberts probably.
Was it Danny Roberts that had him like going wrapped up for something on Jack and Jack was like scrambling out of it, but in there it doesn't have
probably the Amiv one maybe.
Because I don't
Maybe. I don't know.
remember.
I could have sworn that it's like, you
But
know,
yeah,
don't have great picture in my head, so I can't clearly see the fighter.
No, yeah, but I know the Randy Brown one because he landed. I think it was like a right hook as he
I
was
knew
like
how it
circling the
finished.
cage.
I knew how it
And
finished.
yeah. But the only grappling was like him hurting him, getting the
Mhm.
back, and then subbing him.
It was a Meave. It was a Meave. Meave took him down.
Okay.
25 seconds of control time.
It's like a specific scenario I'm thinking of though that I'm like, I could have sworn that was fucking Randy, but I guess not.
You're good. You're good.
Maybe it was Onge Lusa. I don't
No.
know.
But man, I totally forgot where it was like we were going before.
Which is
that.
the level of grappling that Islam has
Yeah.
versus the people that he was fighting prior with grappling.
Yeah.
Yeah, the only one being on like close to the level being below Muhammad.
Yeah. And because that's where it's also like with Islam, especially, he can mix up takedowns too. Like that is something where it's like he can grab a double, he can grab a single, he could grab a clinch and trip you out, he could grab body locks. Like he can like hit whatever he has to. So it's like this is gonna be where it's like, with you bringing up Bilal of like, okay, just kind of being half-assed at points and not really fully committing with the takedowns, because it's like I don't expect Islam to just be like, oh yeah, like I'm gonna go out there and grapple him even early of like, okay, like I'm on the feet for like 30 seconds and now it's like, okay, shoot a takedown, and it's like I'm like the kind of Habib-esque, of like forcing the grappling to make him work and all that. That's just not Islam's style at all. He's going to strike. He's going to find his opportunities to shoot a takedown. He's going to work whatever, you know what I mean? Like I expect him, but it's just as long as Islam at whatever moments when he goes for the takedowns is forcing those scenarios. And then, you know what I mean? If it's like a minute off the clock, a minute and a half off the clock, it's all gonna start to add up, and it's just like, it's just gonna favor Islam, where Jack just really cannot. He's got to shut all that takedown shit right at the start. Do not let him back him up on the cage for the control time or whatever, like even have to just try and scramble off the bottom. And if it is, it's like that shit's got to be like sub 30-second type shit and get back to cooking. Like he has to put it on Islam. He has to make him feel uncomfortable, and he has to, as the champion, just have that aura and energy in there with Islam of, I'm the champion, I'm the 170-pounder, you're the small guy moving up, and this is my fucking territory. You know what I mean? And it's one of those things where it's like, it's hard to do that against such a great fighter. You know what I mean? And with, talking about Islam and just like his win streak and why it's just been so impressive of like that win over Charles Oliveira. Every single fight, Oliveira went out in like just the walkout, the aura and energy, you could just feel it of like, this is the motherfucking champ and he's about to go in there and do some fucked up shit. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
And it's like going up against Islam, it's just like, obviously it's just like, you still have like, oh, it's fucking Charles Oliveira, but like it wasn't that same feel of like, oh, he's about to do some shit. It's like, bro, he's fighting Islam. Like it was Islam just takes away that aura from everyone and just makes it his own. And I do just wonder of just those little things of fight week, you know what I mean? The fucking press conference, stare downs, all of that. It's just like when they're up in front of each other, and it's like Jack just is a very chill, tame guy in his own, so it's like, but it's just like, what's that gonna look like? What's that gonna feel like? I know most of that stuff, it doesn't actually matter, but it's like the little things do matter at points, and so it's just
No, I definitely think it matters fighter to fighter. It depends on the fighter and how their mental and all that is. Like certain fighters, you can definitely tell, like, oh, this was too big of a moment. The lights were too bright in this situation for them. There are definitely like fighters who are like that. I don't think Jack Del Madalena is going to be like that. I think he is a very down to earth guy. I think he's very even keel and just about everything he does and says. Like, I think that all that stuff, it's going to be fine. I think it's actually just going to make all of us like feel more intensity as the fight gets closer and closer.
I don't want to feel any more intensity.
It's also insane that the average fight time between these two is 10:32 and 10:12. That really makes me feel like this is going to end somewhere in the second, maybe third round.
Yeah, that's where it's like, it already did my picks, and it's like, just for the, like, I gotta rock with my boy Jack. And it's just for like the kind of ha-has of it, I had to go in the second round because that's just, like against the Islam thing. But it's like, I really do feel like that, like, of saying within 3 rounds, he has to make this a fight that he's either finished or like on the verge and looking for a finish in order to get the win over Islam. I feel like if this goes to the championship rounds and this is like a back and forth close fight in either way, it's going to go to Islam.
Islam's is trained for a lot more 5-round fights than Jack Delametal. It's going to be a really big factor, and you can tell that. Because Islam is just going to be able to put on a pace of pressure that Jack might not be able to handle in the 4th and 5th round.
Yeah. Oh, yeah. It's so good, man. 18 fight win streak for Jack, 15 fight win streak for Islam. It's also insane too that it's like another insane win streak that Islam has the potential to end on this run. It was like the 13 fight win streak, I think, of Oliveira. It was a 22 fight MMA win streak for Volkanovski. And now just a potential 18 fight win streak. Like that is what other fighter that it's just like, oh yeah, between 3 opponents, I ended like a 50 plus fight win streak. You know what I mean? Like absolutely insane, man.
And then doing that like, by tying Anderson Silva's fucking win streak record in the UFC. Wild.
Yeah. And then it's like, and if he does go out there and get the finish, it's like 2 weight class champion, 17 wins in the UFC, 12 of them by stoppage. It's like he's finishing people at an insane rate. He's just constantly in bigger fights, and just it's like, his title run at 155 has just been all over the place in certain ways, but it's like dude is just going out there and doing his thing, doing the job constantly over and over again. And I cannot wait to see how this fight plays out. And it's like for Jack too, man, if he's able to go out there and get the win over Islam, like what a way to
make me hate him.
What a way to cement your legacy as a welterweight champion. Going out there being Bilal Muhammad, who was on his own little win streak and doing like extremely well, and was like a kind of a dark horse in the division. No one wanted to see him as champion, all that. And then going out and beating Islam Makhachev. Just absolute insanity.
Yeah, because I'm pretty sure Bilal was on like a 10 or 11 fight unbeaten streak, like, going into that fight. And then so it's like to stop 2 big win streaks like that back to back. And just what a way to start off the new welterweight era at the top. That, you know what I mean? Because it's like, it's with like talking about this fight and who wins, and if Islam wins, and me wanting to see Ilya move up and all that, and how you don't want to see that to like just fuck up the division and all that. It's like if Jack goes out there and gets it done, to beat Gilbert in a very unimpressive way in a come from behind victory, have a year layoff to go into your first 5-round fight in a title fight against Bilal. And it's just one of those things where it's like, it's a great win, but it's like it went to a decision. Obviously it was good, but it wasn't anything too flashy. Bilal, the fucking most disrespected champion in a while, so it's just like to beat Islam, to possibly get a finish over him, and then we'll go into it of just like the fights later on that we got underneath it, but the potential contenders that he's got ahead of him, it is
Murderer's Row.
Legendary, man.
That's what he's looking down right now, is Murderer's Row. Like, it's insane. Multiple people who are like gunning for that title right now, and multiple people who could potentially take it off of them.
Multiple people that simply deserve that shot. Like,
absolute insanity. Like,
oof. Another thing about this fight that I forgot, about -250 favorite for Islam heading into this one. How do you guys feel about that?
I get it.
I understand it.
I feel like it's just kind of what we've been talking about, where it's like Bilal is not a respected fighter or champion despite his streak. What he's done doesn't matter. Not a respected fighter. Didn't finish him. Then, as you mentioned, the lackluster come from behind victory over Gilbert Burns because nobody wants to remember the injury, blah, 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 factors of fights. And then he had 2 back-to-back split decisions with Kevin Holland and Basil Hafez before that. That is his 4-fight streak that he is currently on, that it's like, I can see why people are assuming that Islam, for all the things we've just mentioned, think he can do better, It's like the thing that Jack has over him number-wise is strikes landed per minute. everybody Islam fights lands more strikes per minute than him, significant strikes, whatever. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Everybody. I went through and checked, and literally all of his last couple opponents land at least 4 something plus. You know what I mean? Opposed to his 2.6. Like
Yeah.
most of them 5 something plus. You know, like
Yeah.
it doesn't matter. It doesn't fucking
Yeah.
matter. You know, it doesn't matter that he lands more than him. I get it. And then, like, you know, for the whole moving up to 170, it's not like he's fighting a big 170er in stature. Islam is
Yeah.
5'10 with the 70-inch reach. Jack Della Maddalena is 5'11 with the 73-inch reach. He's not
Yeah.
coming in fighting one of these guys that's 6'1 to 6'3 with the 77 to 79-inch reach, where he is just shorter than them. He is matching his stature, and he is just a provenly better fighter across the board. No ifs, ands, or buts. He should be the favorite.
No, yeah,
And
100%.
he's taking creatine for the first time.
That is
Creatine Makhachev.
I want to say he was. Oh my god! I want to say he was probably taking creatine before, but no one told him what it was. I don't believe him on that one. I simply cannot
believe it.
But yeah, no, like you said, like all those things, and it's just like it. Jack, yeah, those strikes line per minute doesn't really matter all that much. It's just like, yeah, Islam's just been on such a better streak and all that. The one thing I will say with Jack is he trains with Volkanovski, right? Is that right?
Yeah.
So like he does have that going for him with his training camp being like having him be there, having fought Islam twice. So it's kind of like he can understand and get more of a feel for what Islam fights like. So that is a factor. I don't know how much of a factor that's actually going to be, but when you got someone telling you how strong someone is and like what they feel like and how they like, because if there are small little intricate things where he's doing like a normal transition to this position, but he actually does it in this small, intricate, different way, that might lead to this small little opening that gets you into this position to get into better positions and things like that. So that's a really interesting aspect that could be interesting. Just all depends on how much Islam goes for similar things that him and Volkanovski had in there.
Yeah, and I mean, he's trained by Craig Jones as well, and it's like he's fucking real big all over, like trying to be the guy of like, I know how to answer the Dagestani style, you know what I mean? And so it's like being with Volk for like both of those fights and multiple fights, being with Jack for a few fights now. It's like he definitely has, I'm sure, done all the tape study to know what Islam is gonna try and go to in a lot of moments and what to do. You know what I mean? And
they may have figured out their grappling. He's not figured out their striking. That's not his job, but you gotta worry about so many things. That's what makes Islam so dangerous. You have to worry about literally everything.
And with Jack, it's like there are just the times where this dude, I just don't know what's going on in his brain. If he's just thinking too much or whatever,
not thinking enough,
or just like kind of just seems like he's just fucking off and just taking time off in the fight. You know what I mean? It's like he cannot afford, like, the amount of times of just in that Bilal fight where he's just standing there with him and the Bilal just throws like a 1-2 or whatever, and he just does nothing and eats it. You know what I mean? It's like you can't be doing that bullshit with fucking Islam. You constantly gotta be in his face and just be all over him. You gotta be kicking the legs. You gotta be touching the body, and you cannot be afraid to work in the moment and push him back. I feel like he has to go committed, looking for the finish in this fight and try and put it on Islam. If he's just fucking off too much, he's gonna give Islam way too much just time and room to work, figure out everything and what he wants to do and when he wants to set things up. It's just gonna become too much of a struggle. He's gotta put it on him.
Oh yeah, 100%. Like you have to. That is one thing. Like pressure. Like that's the thing that was going to be, I think, a really big factor if you want to beat Islam, is putting pressure on.
Yep, and touch the fucking body. Rip those goddamn. And I know it's not like it's something with Jack where it's like, you gotta yell at him like, hey, remember to touch the body. It's like he'd be doing that shit.
He tends to like land at a 13 to 29% clip. It depends on the fight, because sometimes fights are shorter, so he lands a lot more.
Yeah, but it's like consistently and committedly touch the body. 100%.
I was about to say,
Gotta go.
no body kicks, body punches. You're boxing.
Yeah. Yep.
Get into that, especially like when he's in the pocket. If he just even ends with a hook to the body.
Yeah. Yep. And just one of those things of like all the way in, all the way out type thing. It's like if he's gonna be sitting around and just, obviously it's like you can't, it's a fight, you can't just be like fully just going like, 100% of the time. But it's like it's just in those moments where it's like taking the rest, whatever, it's like just I feel like he's gotta just sit like even just an extra step out than what he might normally do or something, you know what I mean? And like he's real gotta find that in and out timing, because it's like he can't stand in front of Islam and just be sitting there and just like allow the feints and the grappling to just start playing into each other.
Yeah.
Unless he's just all over the grappling defense. If he's just all over the grappling defense, like, if it's like first round and like fucking Islam shooting like 3-4 takedowns type shit and he defends all of them, it's like he's probably winning that fight.
Oh, yeah. If he's just like essentially big brothering him in terms of the takedown defense and just outstrength him, it's over.
Yeah, it could get rough real fast, but 18-2 for the reigning and defending welterweight champion Jack. 27-1 for Islam Makhachev. So good. Could go on forever talking about this fight, but
yeah,
can't wait for it. It's incredible. Perfect MSG main event. Let's fucking go, man. I'm so excited.
Yeah.
And the co-main event. The fun don't stop. Oh, perfect. Incredible co-main event for MSG as well. Two greatest female fighters that we got right now at the top of the sport. Zhang Weili vacated the strawweight title, moving up to flyweight to get that shot at the reigning defending champ and Valentina Shevchenko on her second title run. Got a defense already on this run. Two historically great fighters. Like that's where it's like in the main event, obviously it's like great fight, big fight, all that. It's like Islam is doing amazing things and becoming like an historically great fighter.
But we have two historically great fighters fighting each other here.
Yes.
Same era, same like, yeah.
Pound for pound, probably two of the top 5 women's fighters of all time.
Yeah, like at worst.
And it's like currently number 1 and 2 anyway, so just another one of those times where we're getting pound for pound number 1 and 2. Like,
it's like, Amanda, Valentina, Cyborg, Weili and Joanna.
Yeah, something like that. Yeah.
God damn.
Yeah.
Joanna, both of them fought Joanna.
Yeah. Yep. Valentina Shevchenko, 25-4-1 in her professional MMA career, taking on Zhang Weili, 26-3. This is just like they are obviously both incredible, like in just all aspects of fighting. But like Valentina, clear, calculated sniper in there, so methodical, so technical. Where Zhang Weili, much more of the marauder, the bully, get in your face, look to put the damage on, look to punish you, look to go after you, and just get that finish. How you guys feeling about this one? Incredible work right here. UFC fucking cooked on this one.
Yeah, just goddamn, like this is gonna be such a good fight. It really is. Like that just is what it is. I feel like it's going to be Weili putting the pressure onto Valentina. She's going to be the one walking forward, and Valentina going to do what she kind of normally does, counter-striking, stay on the back, outside, leg kicks, maybe throw a spin kick to the body, things of that nature. Try to have more of a darting in, darting out type of style. And just, I genuinely do not know who has the advantage in any of this at this point. Like, I think Weili has a strength advantage, but that's the only thing I'm willing to say.
I think like Zhang Weili has such good fucking wrestling, man. Like she has really grown so much with that it's like I would say offensive wrestling, she probably has the advantage compared to Valentina. Overall, like aspect of grappling, it still might go to Valentina, honestly.
I mean, shit, like, Valentina 2.62 takedowns attempted per 15, has a 60% takedown accuracy to Weili's 45% takedown accuracy, 2.24 takedowns average. Both of them almost with a 75% takedown defense, 75 to 74.
Yeah.
God, that's
yeah, like they their stats are pretty similar. That was the fight that you were going through earlier, right? And looking at their stats on that.
Yeah.
Yeah. It's I honestly, as the fight's getting closer, and I'm starting to feel more like Valentina's gonna get it done, honestly.
Mhm.
I really want Zhang Weili to win. She's definitely who I'm rooting for in this one.
Mm-hmm.
But I just have the feeling that Valentina is just so damn near perfect. Like, she does not make many mistakes. She made the mistake against Alexa Grasso in that first one, with like the spinny shit and like getting the back taken. That's where it's like in this one, I'm not even sure how much spinny shit there's really even going to be for her, unless it's honestly later on as she like gets the timing of Zhang Weili.
Oh, yeah.
Because that's where it's like, because with you saying of like, just you don't know who really holds like the advantages and stuff, it's like, I feel like overall, like in the striking, I feel like Valentina's the better striker, and in the grappling, I feel like she's the better grappler. But the biggest thing of where I don't know how it's all gonna actually mesh with each other and who's gonna like, and just how it's gonna play out is with the footwork. That's where because Zhang Weili, they're both bouncy, but in entirely different ways.
Yes.
Zhang Weili has that in and out bounce back and forth, you know what I mean? Looking to like really explode in, and like she'll circle around much more. Where Valentina, she'll like explode in, dart in, find those blitzes, but it's like that real Muay Thai bounce, just plotty, staying in one spot, just bouncing that lead foot, and it's I really don't know who is like how that's gonna work out with each other. Is Zhang Weili gonna have the better movement where she's able to just be faster in and out on Valentina, touching and going, maybe able to land the big shots just in those moments, drop her, whatever, and like the mix up is gonna help with the grappling, whatever? Or is just Valentina just gonna be sitting there and just see everything coming and just timing Zhang Weili constantly as she comes in, hitting her with some big counter left hands, hitting her with grappling attempts of her own? It's just like, that's where I'm really interested in, and I don't know how it's actually going to play out.
Oh yeah, I definitely completely understand that. It's just one of those things that like where I'm saying like I really don't know who has the advantage. I do think Valentina is the better striker, but sometimes the better striker isn't the better striker in the fight, if you know what I mean. Like,
no, yeah.
And I feel like that's kind of what might be possible in this fight, where Weili, even though not the better technical striker, just like her style and the way she fights just may be like a hard counter to Valentina's very technical, very sniper-esque striking, where she's just able to out activity, land the harder strikes, and just be racking up those rounds.
No, yeah, exactly. And that's why it's just like that's where Zhang Weili has to like make up the difference in this fight. It's the willingness, it's the aggressiveness, it's the power. It's like she has to be in Valentina's face. Every time she does land something, she's got to make sure it lands with intent. You know what I mean? Like, she has to fucking go for it, because Valentina is gonna do the same shit that she has done throughout her entire fucking career. You know what I mean? Like, that does not change. Like,
no, that's which, I mean, like, that's the thing with Valentina, though. It's like, if it ain't broke, don't fix it. Like, she's been she has 11 title wins, I think is the total. It's somewhere in that range.
Sounds about right.
She just made history. Well, not just, but she's the first fighter to have all the the rubies in her belt. So yeah, legendary.
It's just absolutely incredible. And that's where it's just one of those things that it's like, for both of them to be able to be 2-time champions, you know what I mean? It's like, that 10, is just such 10. Yeah, that's still fucking, it's like, how many, what you got?
Anderson, Amanda, DJ, GSP, John Jones.
Yeah,
that's it. And if she gets one, and that's the thing, if she wins this one, she ties Amanda Nunes, Anderson Silva at 11.
Yeah, like that's right up in
Insanity.
there with the greatest fighters of all time.
Yeah.
Like that, undeniable.
Mhm.
It's the length and just resume and everything that she's done is who's the favorite in this one? Much closer, but I mean, just on Tapology, but slight favorite for Valentina, only -130.
I was about to say, and Weili being a +110, like, I understand that because it's just Valentina. We have seen lose fairly recently. Go to a draw with Grasso, and just, to be fair, we've said this multiple times. Somehow throughout that trilogy, Grasso kept getting worse.
Yeah.
So it is one of those things where Weili definitely, if she does spin and she can take that back, oh boy, that becomes a whole different fight now.
Yep. Yeah, because she's a monster on top with the wrestling for sure.
Yeah.
And that's where it's like, and it's because then it's like just seeing her just kind of get like touched up a little bit at points against Jan too and kind of get hurt. It's like like with just that sniper striking of Valentina, it's like, man, I could so easily see Zhang Weili just running into a shot. Valentina just clips her big, puts her down. You know what I mean? Like,
do we see a Jessica I type of head kick knockout or something like that? Because that's entirely possible. We've seen Weili get knocked out with head kicks before from Rose Namajunas. Like that inside high kick got in on there. Valentina could definitely throw something similar to that and can definitely catch her off guard with those.
Yeah. And just like, I mean, even of just, I don't know, like, what kind of training Valentina has like done for this fight or anything, but it's like of just how you talked about with like Jack, doing training with Volk to like have like that little bit of insight. It's just like Valentina and Rose have trained together before. So it's like, who knows if like they've done any work at all just in preparation for this. And I know obviously Rose fought a much different Zhang Weili years ago, but it's like, it's such a good fight. I really do feel like both of these title fights are just gonna end in spectacular ways. Honestly, I kind of feel like that.
And like depending on how they go, like history is going to be made. I don't think there's been a 55. Nope, never mind. Well, no, there hasn't been a 55 champ who's gone up to 170. I don't think, because GSP was the opposite. He won his first title at 170, went back down to 55.
GSP?
Not GSP, sorry, BJ.
Yeah, okay, gotcha.
BJ went, because he fought for the inaugural title, went to a draw, went up, went back down.
Yeah. But yeah, it just history in the making at the top of this bill. It's so good. I can't wait for it. All the good things that we have said about these fights still isn't enough to just fully describe just how glorious this is going to be and can be.
No, yeah, for real. Like this fight, it just should be a banger. Oh my god.
Yeah. Absolutely incredible. Let's fucking go, man.
Tapology has the wrong bout. So the next fight is Brady and Morales.
Yeah. After that,
sorry.
No, you're good. The welterweights on the main card. There is such big shit going down in this division. Next fight to talk about, Ginger's boy, Sean Brady. He is back, ready and willing to fight anyone possible, because he knows that nothing he could possibly do is going to secure him a title shot until just the contract is in front of him, ready for him to sign. So here he is on the main card against the undefeated prospect Michael Morales at MSG. Let's fucking go.
18-1 versus 18-0.
Morales about to take his record.
Man, I kind of feel like it's Morales. Obviously, is just bigger. He's longer. He's got way better striking than Sean Brady.
Yeah.
And it's one of those things where like all fights start on the feet, and that's gonna be a fucking distance for Sean Brady to travel to get through on him and actually to just land some good takedowns or whatever. I really feel like he's gonna be able to have the ability to do it though.
Yeah.
It's like Michael Morales is good as hell. He's a great striker. He can easily land a shot like on Sean Brady to get the knockout. Sean Brady's so damn good, though. He's so fucking good. He's
Yeah.
been showing improvements in the striking. Obviously, I don't expect him to go out there and try and like actually strike with him. But I mean,
No.
hey, who knows? I didn't expect Gabriel Bonfim to strike with Randy Brown at all, and he went out there and did the damn thing.
Yeah, that's true.
Yeah. I feel like that might be a little different, but you know, I could be wrong on that one. Bonfim is a little bit younger than Sean Brady, and like it is going to be very interesting. I do think Sean Brady definitely has the ability to win this fight.
Yes.
I feel like he should win this fight, but I am not going to count out an 18-0 prospect who has been finishing multiple people in this division. Like,
no, yeah, for sure.
it's one of those things where it's just like, oh, finishes Neil Magny in the first, finishes Gilbert, but does go to a decision with Jake Matthews. I really do feel. If Sean is able to get in there, what's going to be really interesting is the takedown defense of Morales, because he has not fought anyone who I feel like is on the same level as Sean Brady in terms of takedowns. In terms of submission ability, Gilbert Burns is up there, but he finished him in the first round. Didn't get to see anything.
Yep.
But like Sean Brady,
the thing with that is because Gilbert didn't even have like the chance to get in, just struggling at the distance.
No, exactly.
I mean? So like,
yeah, but like the thing with, you know, it's weird. I would say Sean Brady has like a bit better technical striking than Gilbert. Gilbert had power and was just willing to go into the fire like a motherfucker.
Yeah.
So it's just one of those things. That's why I loved Gilbert.
Yeah,
because he's just wanting to go and throw down. It's gonna be hard getting in on that 7.5 inch reach, man. Like,
yeah. Because yeah, what's the reach?
7.5
72 to 79.
So that's I thought it was 72 to 79, but wasn't exactly sure what the
72.5, 79. It's big one to cross. It's a big threshold.
Yeah, that's
both out of the orthodox stance too. So it's not like you can get the southpaw versus orthodox where you got the one leg closer you can try and get in on.
Yeah, this could easily end up being a first round knockout win for Michael Morales. Like, that would not be surprising at all. But I just do believe in Sean Brady's ability to close that distance, get him down, and just absolutely cook him on the ground. Because that's the thing where it's like, if he does actually get a hold of him and get him down, I feel like it's not going to be hard for him to secure a dominant position and start working towards a sub.
Yeah. It will be interesting. I do want to see what Michael Morales looks like coming off his back, how he does. Like, if he's able to scramble out, if what his actual abilities are right in that position, because he's not been put there before. And if he has been, it's not been by someone who is as dominant at top pressure as Sean Brady. So it'll be very interesting.
No, yeah, 100%.
Yeah, he was taken down once by Gilbert Burns and once by Trevin Giles.
Okay, was he taken? I didn't remember.
I didn't even remember that.
It was only for 30 seconds. Like, he didn't have much control time, and Trevin Giles only got 1 minute and 12 seconds of control time on him as well, and he went 1 for 4 on takedowns.
Gotcha.
But neither of them have the top pressure of Sean Brady.
No, yeah, for sure.
So it's going to be very interesting.
Oh, Adam Phil gets taken down as well. 1 of 8.
Jesus.
Crazy. 1 of 8. Crazy.
Oh, it's such a good fight, man. Welterweight is absolutely stacked out, and it's great that we got so many of the good fights on this card.
Yeah.
Because I don't. Oh, go.
I was gonna say, because like what you're saying with his Sean Brady being able to take him down and all that, like I feel like he'd be able to do what he did to Leon, get on top and just get that mounted guillotine going, just be able to crank on that, and like it's gonna be over from there if he's able to do.
Yeah, if he secures top position, it's really just a matter of what Morales gives him, honestly.
Yeah.
Which way does he go to? Which answer does Brady have? You know what I mean?
Is it going to be an armbar? Does he give up the back, then get rear naked choke? Does he get guillotine? Like, what does he do? What is he? Gilbert can, because Sean can go any way you want.
Yeah. Super excited for that. Great fight at 170 pounds.
Oh yeah.
Don't know what UFC has as the next one after, but
The next 70 pounds.
okay, I was gonna say, but we'll just keep it at 170 pounds in this division. Former champ Leon Rocky Edwards is back, taking on motherfucking Carlos Prates. Just it. I'm sure Leon has a bit of happiness to him that it's just like, thank God I'm not fighting a grappler. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
But it's just like,
what do you
God.
mean? He has 100% takedown accuracy, going 1-for-1 against Neil Magny. Sorry.
My mistake, Carlos Prates. I didn't realize he was the D1.
I did.
100% takedown accuracy, brother.
Hey.
I'm sorry, Carlos Prates. I was unfamiliar with your game.
Bro, he just takes down Leon Edwards and subs him in the first round.
That'd be hilarious. If he does,
Leon's just got to retire.
He has 3 submissions on his record.
I don't care.
Are they guillotines?
Rear naked choke, and oh shit, where's the third one? Oh, it just says win.
Sounds like he probably dropped them and then just did some Jack Del Maddalena shit and grabbed their back and rear naked choke them.
That's what I'm feeling.
But yeah, Leon Edwards though, former champ. It was a real rough loss to Sean Brady in his last one, getting choked out. That was in London, right?
That was in London.
Yeah, that's rough. So to go from that, just an absolute monster in the division to another monster in the division, but just ranks way farther back too. So it's just one of those things where obviously Carlos Prates has got the respect of the fans, but it's like you're a former champion up in the top 5 and you'll go out there possibly get cooked by someone ranked number 9. Like that is rough. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Like that does not look good.
For sure. And it's like, honestly, I think he is going to get cooked by number 9, if I'm going to be completely honest. Because it's like, I know I've been making the jokes of like, oh, he's so happy he doesn't have a wrestler. He's not fighting a wrestler. He's going to become the wrestler.
Yeah.
And I do believe that.
Yes.
But what I don't believe is that he has good enough wrestling to take down Carlos Prates. Because it's like, yeah, he's had to work on his grappling a lot. He's had to get it up over the time, but he's still at this point has a 36% takedown accuracy. And Prates, we've seen, is pretty good at keeping it on the feet. He has great balance. He's solid at seeing it coming in, and like you know what I mean? Like he is definitely just like solid with the defense. He's also 84% takedown defense. But he's also just great on the feet. He has great striking. He is just great on like counter striking, but also keeping a good pace and like putting, you know what I mean? Like Leon Edwards likes to try to stay on the back foot and try to be like the counter striker.
Yeah.
Prates is going to have no problem getting him backed up to the fence and just knocking him the fuck out, in my opinion, in under 2. Like that is just
like Prates does put on a pace and does put on like is able to put on a pressure and all that. The thing is like a lot of his
pace, it's weird.
It's not the pace, but like it kind of is. But like I'm talking about like with the pressure, it makes the other fighter have to circle out and keep backing up and circling at the same time against the cage, and that's a hard thing to do over 15 minutes, especially over 25. But like the biggest thing with Prates is he's also a bit of a sniper. It's very hard to just counter strike with him because he will, for like single shots, he'll throw like a 2 or 3 punch combo, but like it's very hard to counter off of that. And then also like Prates is one of the things that people don't talk about, and I think is very underrated for him, is his vision. He is able to see strikes coming forward, and his head movement is really good. I just don't think Leon's going to be able to touch him the way he wants to. And it's just going to end up with him getting hit with something he's not going to see and going unconscious, fortunately.
No, yeah, it's very possible. I am just super interested to see how the striking plays out between the two of them, because it's just it's like you said, like Carlos will back like his opponents up, and obviously that's just what Leon does, and so it's like not being able to do that and not have to worry about getting taken down off of it.
Yeah.
Like that is going to allow him to like counter strike and work and move to his fullest extent. And so that's where it's like, I'm just so interested to see how that plays out. Definitely do believe in Carlos Prates' ability in the striking, that like just more aggressive, more dynamic, that he's going to be able to go out there and land a shot to knock out Leon because he's too patient. But it's like, I would not be like, I would genuinely not be surprised if like Leon Edwards ended up outclassing him for 3 rounds on the feet. Not be surprised at all. I am so interested in this fight
No,
and
that's
just
possible.
how it actually plays out.
I also like this sequence has just been in my head this whole like for a while now as he's backing him up, doing his normal pressure, up against Cage. Leon's tried to throw a check left, well, for him, a check right hook the whole time, and it just like him just throwing out a jab, like not even to land, just to bait out that check hook, pull, and then come back over with a right hand, and just basically the Nate Diaz sequence where he hits him, rocks him, but like Prates is not Nate Diaz. He's gonna jump up, put you on that cage, and then beat your ass.
No, yeah, exactly. Because that's kind of what I was thinking with like Leon Edwards is like, obviously he's a solid striker, but he's been in so many just grappling fights as of lately that like even looking at his record and like at this point, I wonder if it's going to come down to like the generational shit. You know what I mean? Where he is 19 fights deep into the UFC at this point. I just wonder how his style is changing to keep up with other styles coming in now,
Yeah.
Because it's like Usman peak, obviously. Gets a Colby win. Nobody fucking gives a shit about a Colby win at that point.
Yeah.
Loses to Bilal, loses to Sean. But prior to that, it's a win over Nate, RDA, Gunnar Nelson, Cowboy, Peter Sabata, Brian Barberena. You know what I mean? Like he doesn't have like this accumulation of super top tier wins. I would say he has 2 over 1 person. Like,
yeah.
And that's where I definitely also just question where it's like, yeah, you had solid striking against like these other guys and back we're going literally 6+ years ago.
Yeah.
What does it look like against somebody in the year 2025 who has that solid Muay Thai and just, you know what I mean?
Yeah. No, yeah.
I just don't know if he outclasses him.
Yeah, no, the last time he was able to get a finish over any of these guys, besides for the Usman one where he gets the head kick, outside of Usman, was all the way back in 2017. No, 2018, sorry.
Yeah. It's like, yeah, I definitely don't expect him to pull a finish out on Prates at all or anything like that. But
the thing is,
which is even for the decision win on my part, I'm just like, I don't think he gets it.
I get it, and that's where it's like I favor Prates and like, but it's like if it ends up where it's just like, oh yeah, like round 1 plays out and it's like Prates is kind of struggling to just land the big shots and it's like Leon is just touching a little bit more, whatever, and it's like
you won't be surprised.
No,
I'll be surprised. I won't lie
because I don't know. To me, it's just like it's one of those things where it's like I definitely get where it's like you look at the resume and like everything of Leon, but it's like motherfucker's a former champion of the world. It's like if he goes out there and makes the number 9 guy in the division not look that good. Like I'm just not that, you know what I mean? Like I just respect Leon like at that level that it's like I wouldn't be surprised like that.
I do totally get that. I'm not like trying to argue you or tell you you're wrong. It's just that like I guess I just am putting more respect on Prates where it's like I feel like he's only number 9 because it's such a stacked out fucking division.
Yes,
you know what I mean? He took that one loss to Ian Gary where like I really
do send you back so far in this day that like
exactly, and it's like I really do think that there was a lot of factors on that which we've already talked about so many times. No reason to talk about it. Where it's just like I'm not taking away from his game at this point because of that one loss. Where I look at him as well, I know he's ranked number 9. There's so many guys there that like I don't know. He could still be a top 5 guy.
I get that.
No, yeah, 100%. And like the thing is, like I understand what you're saying, Jimmy, and I know it's against a grappler, so I get what I'm about to say is like, oh, it's different. Like he did only land 1 more significant strike in that first round against Sean Brady. That was the round like he didn't even go for a takedown until late in the round, till like the last minute of the round. So it is just one of those things where it is like I do feel like Leon has slowed down. And I feel like there are a lot of things that are just up for debate on like how good he is right now as opposed to like when he was at his peak. I feel like at his peak, he probably beats Prates. At his like peak of powers. I don't think he's there anymore. And also the weird thing about Leon is he does feel like someone who gets fairly easily mentally broken in fights.
Yeah, and because that's where it's like with you saying of like him not being at his peak, it's like that's something where like especially at this point, like because you are probably right of even just like general like just physicality and like slowing down and just age and stuff. But it's like dude is not like the Leon that I'm sure is going to walk in to the fight against Carlos Prates, his headspace is a far cry from the Leon that fucking hit the headshot dead on Usman. You know what I mean?
And even then,
and
like,
it's like that, like that is definitely like could be like probably will be the biggest factor of like him not being able to go out there and get a win over Carlos Prates on like this weekend. You know what I mean?
and
but
then, and even then, that the headshot did head kick. He needed like his coach to yell at him.
Oh yeah,
for it. He was dejected throughout most of that fight, like damn near broken, but wasn't all the way broken just yet. His coach was able to pull it out of him. Then 1-2 head kick, headshot, dead happens, and like all the confidence came back, and that's why I think he was able to win against him in the second one and win more convincingly over the 5 rounds. Beats up on Colby Covington, who was, is what it is.
Yeah.
Then Bilal comes in, and Bilal's just one of those guys who you're not breaking Bilal. Bilal
he's gonna break you.
Bilal's been through too much. He does not. He does not care.
Yeah. But yeah, so that definitely is just a fair point of like, that's probably going to be the biggest factor in just like what ends up happening with that. But yeah, like I said, I still do expect Carlos Prates to go out there and win. Probably ends up knocking him out, honestly. But yeah, I wouldn't be surprised if we see Leon Edwards end up getting one last fucking good win and good performance in his career. You know what I mean?
I'd be utterly shocked.
I mean, if he gets, he can do that. And it's gonna be after he loses to Prates, he's gonna go out there and beat the fuck out of D-Rod.
That'd be so crazy.
Fair, everyone like D-Rod. D-Rod had skinny legs. Leon likes to throw leg kicks. Like, you can probably get him out of there with them.
Yep.
It is just funny though that across these 3 welterweight fights that we have talked about, 4 fighters are on the draft, or 3? No, it is 4. Because I have JDM and Carlos Prates, Ginger with Sean Brady, you with Michael Morales? Is that what it is?
Yep.
Yeah. Crazy.
Yeah, no.
Insane.
Insane. Of course, also, I love how I say, like, he beats the fuck out of D-Rod. If he does end up losing and decides to fight and they give him D-Rod, he loses D-Rod. Do retire.
Yeah.
At that point, just retire. It's done.
For sure.
Like, we were surprised that D-Rod had the ability to beat Kevin Holland.
Yeah.
Like, you go out there and beat Leon, that's crazy. Let's go. Last fight to talk about on the main card. 155-pound bout. Boy, this is a crazy one. Let's fucking go.
I know me and Jimmy feel differently about this fight.
Beneil Dariush taking on Benoit Saint Detroit. Benoit Saint-Denis. Oh my goodness. Yo, Ben Bob about to cook, huh? Ben Bob gonna cook?
Which Ben? Yeah, Benoit and Beneil.
Jimmy thinks that Benny got this. And this is a fight that I have been interested in because I think that this is just a solid fight for BSD. I don't like, it's not that I'm like, oh, he definitely wins this fight. This is an easy fight for him by any means. Super tough test. But I think it's winnable for him. And I think it's just a nice stepping stone for him from how it was, how he just got jumped into dust in it. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
It's like BSD, definitely, we've talked about it. Open and has flaws on the feet for sure. And Benny can easily take advantage of that because he has great power and he, like he can definitely land a big shot on him with how open he is. But Benny's chinny himself.
Yes.
And I wouldn't say that Benoit is chinny, I know he got knocked the fuck out by Dustin, but honestly, the more he fights, the more I do think that has to do with the staff, know? The TKO with Moicano came down to the fucking cut at that point where, it's like, he is tough. It is definitely hard to get him out of them.
I was about to say, it was just like all the swelling and everything. Like his face was...
He definitely got beat the fuck up, but it wasn't a matter of a one shot like getting knocked out.
No, yeah, it was definitely a Dr. Savage TKO because, like, literally, I in my head, if I'm remembering what his face looked like after, like, he could not. There was no way he could see out of one of his eyes. Like, it was just over.
It's like, so what I was getting at is that Benny is chinny. So BSD goes out there, he is down to scrap, and he mixes it up. So it's like, I wouldn't be surprised if BSD could knock him out. And then when it
Mhm.
comes to the grappling, I'm simply interested. Both
That I
of
will
them have
say.
solid fucking takedown defense. Both of them have questionable wrestling to actually get the person
Mhm.
down, though. You know what I mean?
Mhm.
Sometimes it's really good and they can find that takedown with no problem. But other times it's like, okay, what was that? You know? So it's like, I would say their wrestling is comparable, but their grappling, I'm interested in. Like, this is just a winnable fight on
Mhm.
both sides, and I am just so excited to see how they stack up against each other.
Yeah, no, I feel like when it comes to the grappling, it's all going to be dependent on who's on top. Because we have found out very, like, through a couple of fights, like, oh, Benny does not like, ben, Benoit does not like being, I can't say Benny because I feel like I could be talking about either of them. But Benoit
Sorry,
does
yeah, for
not
anybody.
like,
Benny is Beneil Dariush for me.
yeah.
Benoit is obviously BSD.
Yeah, no, I feel like BSD, because, like, BSD does not like being on the bottom. He is
Yeah.
terrible at bottom position when he's on bottom position. So I do feel like it would behoove Beneil to be going in for takedowns and trying to put him on his back. Because he has very good top pressure. Not as good as Moicano's, but he has very good top pressure, and he's going to be able to do things from there that I feel like are going to be very interesting. So I do think it would be interesting to see what Beneil would be able to do from the top, but I do feel like in terms of the striking, in terms of the stand-up, I'm going to give it to BSD. I feel like Benoit just kind of has it there. Like, yes, he's open and all that, but I don't think Benny has the delivery system to be able to knock out BSD.
I definitely do understand that because it's like even when it comes to his striking, it's like a lot of it can be
Mm-hmm.
like, you know, it can get like wacky, but that's where it's like you gotta like catch him, you know what I mean?
Mm-hmm.
Or it's a big overhand, you know,
Yeah.
where it's like with BSD being open, he might just eat that. But like it's yeah, for sure. I do think that the striking, it might just go to BSD because he does put on that pressure. And with Benny being chinny, it might just have him backed up and like, you know, but
Yeah.
overall, super interested in this fight.
Yeah, it is gonna be good. It's gonna be fun. For
Yes.
as long as this fight lasts,
It's not going to a decision.
yeah,
Mm-hmm.
it is. I
I mean, I
I
guess it
could,
could because if Benny's winning, Benny could take it to a decision.
yeah, like I could, especially if he goes with the grappling and he's able to like utilize that and able to just like get like top position, whatever. Can easily see this going 15 minutes if like grappling
Yeah.
becomes like a heavy
I
involvement.
guess it's just for me. I'm like, BSD has been to a decision one time that it just feels so unlikely that it goes there. But yeah, Benny could take it there.
Because it's like especially if it like does go to the grappling, it's like, you know, with like, yeah, like he obviously got finished by Moicano, you know what I mean, because of just like the accumulation of damage. Benny isn't that same kind of beast on top when he has that, where I feel like it's going to be the same kind of damage, you know what I mean?
No, yeah, for sure.
But I feel like with it is like Beneil. I keep doing it. I keep mixing them up. I hate. That's the only reason I hate this fight. BSD.
Definitely a Neil Magny situation over here, I see.
Yeah, I know. But with this fight, when it comes to him, when it comes to BSD on the bottom, I feel like although Benny does not have the same type of top pressure in terms of like the striking and like ground and pound and things of that nature, I feel like BSD is going to be more willing to, at that point, then try to get up, potentially give something up, and that's where Benny's gonna sit there and get like some type of like armbar off, a rear naked choke, something to where he can get into a submission position to be able to submit BSD.
That's fair.
True. I did just want to double check because I was, you know, just curious.
Yeah.
But it's like BSD has been taken down only 3 times. Obviously, Moicano with the super top pressure that like he was able to do that. But it's like, or sorry, Matt Frivola went 2 for 2 on takedowns, but only got 25 seconds of control time on him. Thiago Moises went 1 for 3 on takedowns and only got 14 seconds of control time on him. Gabriel Miranda went 1 for 1. I mean, 1 for 3 and only got 20 seconds of control time. Obviously again, like I know that that's not Beneil, but it's like I wonder if without that stupid top pressure, if it's gonna do a little bit better and BSD is gonna be able to show a little bit more from the bottom, you know?
No, and I do like, but that's like, kind of like what I'm saying. I feel like because Benny doesn't have as much, BSD is going to try to get out in other ways and be able to try and get into a different position. And I think that's where Beneil is going to be one step ahead and know where he wants to go and try to funnel him into that position to then get a sub.
Yeah.
That's what I'm thinking is going to be happening, because he's not as dominant with the ground and pound. He's not like forcing submission attempts. So BSD is going to be trying to go to other positions to try and get off his back onto the feet and all that. And that's where I think Benny's going to try and funnel him into positions to where all of a sudden, oh, I can snag an armbar. Oh, I can snag the neck. You know what I mean? That's where I think it's going to end up being at when it comes to the grappling. If Benny's able to take BSD down.
Yeah, because it's like, because I was thinking about it, it's like, I know that like Benny obviously has like good grappling. I'm just like, when was the last time that I actually subbed someone? And it's crazy that it was Frank Camacho in 2019. So it has been over 6 years at this point that
it
he
has
actually
been, but like, to be fair, he was trying on Tony. Tony just was.
Yeah.
There are some of them where it's just like, God damn, like.
BSD has never been subbed before either.
Yeah, and because that's where it's like, because honestly, even with the I feel like it'll probably be just more just overall scrambly, with the grappling of just like, I doubt that you'll probably get like, oh yeah, Benny on top for like 2 minutes just holding him down or something.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? I feel like it's just going to be the kind of back and forth, but Benny maybe being just like a little bit ahead. But and because it's like, I know I run to the bathroom and so I didn't get to hear everything. But it's like with the striking, it's one thing that I am very much interested to see, like, because they are both southpaws. So I do wonder if Benny is actually going to be able to kind of cook with a jab on Benoit in this fight at all, because it's like actually having that available with like the same stance. And so that's where it's like, I don't know, man. It's
right.
Like, that's like Benoit getting a win, like especially a finish over Benny. Like, I would not be surprised in that at all. But I just feel it in my bones that Benny Dariush is getting the win in this one. Whether if it's just landing the big overhand left or like Benoit just running into a jab or something. Like, I don't know, man. It's just the gut instinct, and it could be very much be wrong. But I'm leaning with the old man Dariush in this one. And that is something too, though, where it's like, if this is like a real scrappy fight, you know what I mean? And it's like, they're just both landing big shots and they're both grappling and like going back and forth. If it is like a real war like that throughout the entire first round and it makes it into the second, probably going to favor BSD at that point, because it's just with Benny, 36 years old, getting a little bit older. I don't think he's going to have the gas tank to hang up in that kind of a fight that Benoit Saint-Denis can over 3 rounds. And I feel like that could end up like being just like a factor. But because it's like, if Benny starts to slow down a little bit at all in this fight, like second, third round even, you know what I mean? It's like Benoit will get him out of there. Like, he will not be deterred to find the finish in this fight.
No, yeah.
100%. Also, Jimmy, you shouldn't feel old men in your bones. You should probably get that checked out.
It's fine. But it's like, to your point though, of which is, do you think that this is like just a good like stepping stone, for Benoit? This is easily the best matchup that he could get, like moving up into the division. Where's Benny ranked at this point?
Number 9. BSD is 13, and it's like, because right around him, you go right behind him at number 10 at Fazeev, who is purely a striker, and you go right above him to number 8 at Gamrot, who's mainly just you know what I mean? It's like, I don't know, I just like this spot right here for him.
I get it. Like, this definitely is his best opportunity. Like, like you say, especially just being sandwiched in between Gamrot and Fazeev. It's like, bro, both of those much harder fights for him.
Ironically enough, he gets a win here. He probably gets ranked over Moicano, ironically.
Yeah.
So it's just kind of funny. His most recent loss, and now he's ranked above him.
Yep, it's
the way things go.
Crumbling,
Oh yeah, it's the way things go. Which, oof, he wins here though. It's just like, man.
There's only one fight I want to see him in next if he wins this fight.
Who?
him moving up, like, because it's obviously under the assumption that you got to put him like up in the rankings after.
Yeah,
It's Patty, bro.
It's funny because I was thinking that, but
there ain't nobody else that I look at above Benny that I'm just like he doesn't just get cooked. You know what I mean?
No,
Like,
yeah, for
like,
sure.
Brother, him versus Dan Hooker.
Great fight.
Great fight, but he gets cooked.
Great violence.
I mean, it's Dan Hooker, so he'll make that a closer fight than what it should be.
Yes, and that's why it'll be a great fight.
Yeah.
The way neither of them need that for their brains. Like,
I was about to say, speaking of neither of them need it for their brains, Justin Gaethje right above Patty.
Yeah, but Gaethje wouldn't take that.
Yeah.
Gaethje's
I know he wouldn't,
been talking about for so long, title shot or bust. Like,
neither of them need that for their brain if you were to accept that. Oh God, no.
Is BSD not the only person like on the back end and one of these younger guys though that could ever potentially fight for the BMF?
Fiziev is there.
Well, other than like Fiziev, you know, like talking like the younger end, big, still being in his 20s type shit.
Yeah, he's definitely like
just in the sense of like he'll definitely fight anybody. He's down to war. We've seen what happened in his debut, where it's just, you know what I mean. God of War for sure. It's like not the same class and hasn't done as much, but like feel like he's the only person in the younger age of, you know, coming up that like could fit in there,
because it's 155, so you obviously just get like a lot of Greek contenders. The only thing that it's like you just need the actual like skill quality and like to be up there for it to kind, because it's like, but like in terms of the spirit of it, like
for the spirit there's multiple people, but that's why I just look at the rankings and take the names out of there.
But just like the true, like, bro, Mateusz Rebecki, like that dude is just sacrificing brain cells to the altar of CTE. Like, it is fucking it is like that, like he is like top tier contender for there if he ever like pulls his shit together enough to become good enough, you know. But like
God, you said Max Holloway.
A couple of our young bucks on the way up too.
Yeah, that Max Holloway, and I'm sitting here thinking, does he get a record? Does Max Holloway get a record off that fight if they make the main event? Does he outdo his Cater fight?
There's a chance.
The only reason why I don't think so is because just stylistically he's not not as focused on just like that like just a million.
Also, BSD's gonna try to grapple.
Yeah, for sure too. But like, he's just way more focused on like, I'm fucking popping your ass. You know what I mean? Like that. Yeah.
And then we don't even need to get above that. I think Charles Oliveira cooks him. Armin definitely cooks him.
Him versus Patty, if he wins, that's it. That's the only one.
That's the fight I would see.
So good.
That'll be the only one.
Yeah, man. UFC 322. Absolutely stacked out pay-per-view. Probably the first time in a fucking while that I'll spend $85 on a pay-per-view and it actually feels worth it.
I'd say finally done with the main card, almost an hour and a half in.
Sounds about right.
Because there's so much on the fucking.
No, I know.
Let's
go. We'll have to be quick about it.
Yeah, I mean, there's so much, but like, you know, a lot of it doesn't really have like the most, I feel like, back and forth kind of to really talk about.
Yeah.
Obviously, prelim headliner, biggest fight on the prelims. Erin Blanchfield taking on Tracy Cortez. Real good, meaningful fight at 125 pounds.
You said the one opening the prelims? Or the one ending the prelims?
That's what Tapology has. The headliner is Nickal and Vieira.
Yep.
Okay. Sorry.
So anyway, go down a couple, and we're at Erin Blanchfield and Tracy Cortez.
As well. It really doesn't matter all that much. I was just like, wait a minute.
Yeah. Either way, it's the most meaningful prelim fight, at least to me. It is. Erin, where is she still top 5 at this point?
She has to be.
Yeah, she's 4.
Okay, it's been a while. I'm not up in the rankings as much as I used to be.
Yeah, number 4, Erin Blanchfield. Number 8, Tracy Cortez.
Yeah. But yeah, so this is a pretty solid fight. This is a rematch, right?
Yes.
Tracy was the one that beat her in Invicta.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I think Erin has improved a lot more than Tracy has since they last fought.
I don't know.
So I mean, well, like, to be fair, I didn't watch that fight, and like, you know, just don't.
Yeah.
But it's like, I like at least UFC runs from what like I've seen. I think Tracy has become a better fighter to this day from where she started in the UFC.
Yes.
Compared to Erin Blanchfield. But Erin's grappling, I feel like, is still just good enough that she just wins this fight. Like, you know what I mean? It's like, I obviously didn't watch that first fight. I don't know how it went down or like, you know what I mean? But it's like, I just feel like Erin wins this fight very easily.
She beat her by split decision.
Yeah.
I wouldn't be surprised if that happens, but it's like since this got booked, I just have not been counting Tracy out because I feel like Tracy is just solidly well-rounded.
Yes.
You know what I mean? It's like, yeah, Erin is scrappy and she's going to walk forward and she's just going to throw shots and try to take you down. Tracy's down to be in there and throw some shots. Erin's takedowns are not good. She can get them sometimes and sometimes she can find it, but like not great with her takedowns. And Tracy is solid enough with her like takedown defense that I wouldn't be surprised if she can handle it. With this being a 3-round fight, I think that favors Tracy. You know, because it's like over 5, I think that Erin could actually wear her down and make that a difference. But like first 2 rounds, I could easily see Tracy being able to stuff her takedowns and just landing better shots because she has better striking than her. That's undoubtedly, you know, Erin's going to move forward. She's going to try to land a lot, but it's not going to be clean. It's not going to be big. Like, you know what I mean? Either way, I'm not going to be surprised, you know, but I'm not counting Tracy out. I do think that Erin is solid. I think her grappling is good, but just even to your point, where from where she started at the UFC to where she is now and the little improvement she's shown as to where from Tracy Cortez, where we've seen her just a couple of fights ago to where she is now, it's like, yeah, she broke up her winning streak with the Rose loss, but she took that short notice in a main event against her, you know, it's like, sure, but solid. She's been looking good, you know, that I expect like her last win against Viviana Rougeau, like looked really good in that, you know, obviously that's lower than Erin. So like, I'm just, want to see how it stacks up.
I get it. And for me, I feel I like, cause obviously like, you know, I love Erin Blanchfield. I'm a big fan of her, but it's like, I'll be real about her skills and you know what I mean? And just like what I feel like the fact that Tracy is one that is going to be willing to go in there and throw down and try and land her shots and try and find her combos. That's exactly why Erin is actually going to be able to find those opportunities to grab a takedown, because there's going to be so many clear moments that Tracy is just going to be right in front of her looking to land like a couple shots, 2-3 punches or whatever, and the legs are going to be open. And now like whether that, like if Tracy is obviously just to your point of like making the improvements, getting overall well-rounded where it's like she can throw those, still be expecting the takedown, get the timing and like, you know, actually defend it. And if Erin like just, it really is being stagnant and not improving enough to where like she can't actually mix it up and find those opportunities, like that's still, it's just, you know, like why just, you make the fight and just see it play out. But it's like, I just believe in Erin's ability to be able to find those moments to where it's like, Tracy is sitting there trying to land those shots where it's grab the leg, get on top, and just start cooking, you know?
No, I feel you.
But I will say though, to your point, if Erin throughout those first 2 rounds, it can find a takedown, I don't see how she probably wins this. Like, you know what I mean? Like, I don't see how if she's not grabbing a takedown in the first 2 rounds, she's making this close enough on the feet or possible like control time on the cage that it's like she got one of those rounds on like 2 of the judges' scorecards and then like is able to win. That's a rough spot, man. I don't know. She has to find takedowns in this fight for sure.
Yeah, no, 100%.
But it definitely should be a fun one, though. I'm definitely expecting it to be a good fight. And I'm hoping that Erin can come out on top. Hopefully she finds the takedowns, looks good getting them, and just gets a sub and just actually has a nice, good performance, you know?
Yeah.
Been a little bit since she looked real good out there, you know what I mean?
Yeah.
It's like, just really hasn't been since that fucking Jessica Andrade win.
Been almost 3 years,
it is fucking, oh my God. I mean, it is one of those things where it's like, been almost 3 years, only 26 years old now, you know what I mean? We'll be 27 in May. So it's just like, just always growing and improving, but just gotta really start putting that shit together.
Oh, yeah.
Let's go. What do you guys want to talk about on the prelims next?
Oh, there's so many good fights. I don't know. I feel like Roman Kopylov and Robocop is like the next great fight.
Such a good fight.
It's so good.
Yes.
This is going to be a real violent fight, man.
Oh yeah.
You think Roman finds the knockout over Robocop?
I'm so torn on it. It's like
I think he can, honestly.
I think he 100% can. Yeah.
Okay,
Yeah.
not I think he can. I think he will is what I should say.
I was about to say he 100% can. They each absorb 5 strikes per minute.
But one of them's never been knocked out and looks generally unfazed throughout these strikes. And that's Roman.
Yeah, man.
Yeah.
Yeah, Paulo Costa was the first person to knock him down and have him hurt. Because I was going to say, I'm pretty sure he finally just got hurt recently. But, like, for the most part, he's
the one doing the knockdowns.
Yeah.
In fact, damn near every... What, there are 3 fights he didn't get knocked... 4 fights he didn't get knocked down in the UFC career?
Yeah, and it's like, overall, it's like he has been to a decision 4 times in his career. He has 12 knockout wins, 2 decision wins. You know, it's like... He has lost by sub twice, and that's something that Robocop probably can capitalize on actually trying to grab takedowns and go for the subs. But knowing him, he won't. He's going to have a great striker in front of him, and he's going to be like, yeah, dog, let's brawl. Like...
So he lost to Cannoneer.
I mean, overall, Roman does have solid takedown defense either way, though. It's not like he can't, you know? He's definitely just a sprawl and brawl type of guy, but if you get him down, like, you probably could get him out of there. But...
Yeah.
I feel like he's gonna sprawl on him one time, and RoboCop's gonna say, "Let's brawl." Like,
and I honestly wonder if even if like the takedown attempts from RoboCop in this one are just gonna come off of grabbing kicks, because Roman is gonna go out there and he's gonna circle and he's gonna throw a whole bunch of kicks. So like it's gonna just be general frustration, I feel like, from RoboCop of like walking him down constantly and like trying to find that. So I feel like if he's able to grab up a kick at any point and just like treetop type shit get him down, I feel like he's getting on top and he's gonna look to cook.
No, yeah, that's very true.
Yep.
Because that's where it's just like it's one of those things where it's like he's got like it's one like you watch the fights and it's just like, damn, bro, why aren't you going for like grappling more and like doing that more? But then it's like you look at the stats and it's like damn near every fight he's grabbing takedowns and he is like doing that as you know what I mean, like as an actual like part of his game plan. But it's just one of those things where it's just like, yeah, like the Beneil thing where it's just like, okay, yeah, you look at the stats afterwards in the Jack fight, it's like, oh, you shot 9 takedowns or whatever, but you're watching, it's like, bro, you're not making this a concerted enough effort, you know? So I really feel like he has to do that in this one. Because it's like it was just like against that Jack, man, he just getting 1-2'd by Jack and just getting his face cut to shit. It's I do just wonder if it is how smart it is to kind of go out there and brawl it out with Roman on the feet.
Not smart at all.
But that's where it's like,
that.
Yeah, it's like he is fucking tough though, and he is just a really good striker and lands big shots and will thug it out. And it's just like the fact that he does have the grappling and jiu-jitsu behind him. I favor Robocop in this one because he just has more ways to win. But rough fight.
No. Robocop the slight favorite.
I cannot wait. Huh?
Robocop the slight favorite at -160. Roman Kopylov a +135 dog. I kind of understand it after coming off his loss to Paulo Costa.
Yeah.
So.
Yeah, definitely makes sense.
Going from one
good one.
This muscle-bound Brazilian to the other one. I just realized that.
Yeah. Let's go. But yeah, great fight at 185 pounds there for sure. What you want to bring up, Ginger?
What I want to bring up.
We got just got multiple things to bring up, but
no, I know. But the one I wanted to bring up was the man who I think should have been fighting in the top 15 of his division, Chepe Mariscal, versus Pat Sabatini. If he wins this fight, he's definitely should be fighting in the top 15 of the featherweight division.
Definitely should be, but is he going to? Probably not still.
Yeah. He is one of those guys that just doesn't have impressive enough performances.
I get it.
So it doesn't get him that star power, that name, that excitement. So nobody cares. And I agree. He should be.
Yeah.
But will he be?
It all depends. Yeah. I feel like he has enough, and he has the ability to be able to go out there and finish Pat Sabatini. He's been finished 3 times via KO TKO. I feel like you should be able to go out there and finish Pat Sabatini.
Bro, they're grappling each other for 15 minutes, bro.
Yeah, and I also just realized that it's like
He's already beaten him
number
on the
15
regionals.
and 45 by split decision though. So it's not like it was super convincing.
I
Not that
know.
I've seen it, but like one of those things where might see how he bridges that gap.
Yeah.
But in this division, number 15 is about to be fighting a nice up and comer anyway. So if that spot gets taken, it's like, yeah, he either has to fight somebody or he's not just getting that ranking, bro.
Is Keegan fighting again?
Some of our fight news.
That's right. That's right. I mean, David Onama just lost his his fight. He's gonna probably be fighting outside the ranking.
Yeah, I'm just saying though.
Just Chepe just feels like that guy that's never gonna get it. Like he's just gonna keep on fighting random guys until we lose, and it's like, well, you lost, so you're never getting it,
right? Or they're going to give him David Onama next, and they're gonna be like, well, this is the guy you can fight, and David Onama's gonna knock him the fuck out.
I mean, that's entirely possible. I just think he should have gotten his chance at the top 15. That's all I'm asking for.
Yeah,
it's the chance to
we're
fight
not
up there.
disagreeing, by the way.
I know.
It's just because it's like what 5 wins in a row in the UFC now.
Yeah.
He did miss weight in one of them.
Yeah, so I mean that's even something that'll just like hinder, but it's like that's where it's like, yeah, bro, he's 5-0 in the UFC. Why are you fucking fighting Pat Sabatini?
Because he's missed weight against Damone Jackson. He only won the split decision against Morgan Shari, and then it was arm injury was his only finish over Jack Jenkins.
Yeah,
fight of the night against Morgan.
Yeah, I know, but what I'm saying though
I know, but it's where it's just like, yeah, man, just don't like we're like, yeah, we agree. He's
also 33 years old, so that's
True.
another thing that probably they're like, bro, you're 33, you only have a couple years, we don't care. Like,
oh yeah,
you're not exciting and you're old.
Yep.
I think he should be able to go out there. I feel like he should have enough to where he could potentially get Pat Sabatini out of there. It's just all going to depend.
Possibly, yeah, we'll see. I definitely do expect him to win.
Yes,
but yeah, I don't know about finish, honestly.
Yeah.
I feel like this is gonna be real grapple heavy, just back and forth. And
yeah, maybe he finally.
I feel like he's probably gonna win another split decision. Honestly,
maybe he's the first one to sub Pat Sabatini.
That'd be awesome. That'd be real big for him.
Split decision is the best we can do.
Can I get a majority?
But speaking of first one getting sub though, Rodlfo Vieira gonna be the first one to go out there and sub Bo Nickal?
Yes.
Oh, that'd be cool. I thought you were gonna say, speaking of split decisions, Angie Hill. Yeah, Angie's about to lose a solid unanimous decision.
Nah, dog.
Yeah, Fatima Kline. I'm very excited that she's here and she's fighting for a ranking.
I'll only allow her to win by split decision over my girl. That's it.
I'm sorry, but
in a fight that I will incredibly argue that Angie won for years and years to come.
Brother, her skill set is just good enough to beat her in a unanimous decision.
Yeah.
She's
and Angie's not chinny enough to get knocked out by her, so she's just gonna lose the decision.
Yeah, Angie's good and tough where it's like, I don't think Fatima is like just so much better than her that she's gonna dominate her to like a submission.
It's just crazy because she's 2-1 in the UFC, and I didn't realize both of her wins are coming by knockout.
That's funny.
Yeah.
No,
But she's gonna decision Angie.
Probably look real good doing it.
Yep, real good.
But yeah, sad.
Good for my draft.
Yeah,
I have 4 draft fighters on this card. I know I mentioned the 2 170s earlier, but yeah, Fatima Kline is the other one, and then there's Cody Haddon who's fighting Malcolm Wellmaker.
I was about to
which
bring
is
that
fine
up
because
too.
Cody's just gonna grapple him.
Bro, he's getting knocked out.
No, he's gonna grapple him and win. He ain't never been knocked out before. Malcolm's not doing it. It's true. And that's why Malcolm's going to take his first loss. It's really crazy because, like, I know both of them only have 3 and then 2 wins to go off of in the UFC.
Yeah.
But looking at, like, the strikes landed per minute for the both of them, because it's, like, Malcolm Wellmaker at 7.2 and then Cody at 9.2.
Yep.
Just crazy numbers on it.
Yep.
No, yeah.
Strikes absorbed per minute, 4.8 to 3.47. Like,
yeah. Wellmaker via uppercut. As Haddon comes in for a takedown, knocks him out.
Nah.
Stiff as a board.
Nah, he's getting taken down. He's getting subbed or knocked out.
Speaking of stiff as a board, though, GM3 about to go out there and stiffen Kyle Dawkins in the first round, right?
Oh, yeah.
I doubt that, but I do think that GM3 is going to beat Kyle Dawkins.
I don't think he does, honestly.
Yeah, I don't think he does either.
I feel like
think
Kyle Dog's gonna go out there and knock him out.
I agree.
Yeah, I was about to say that's a bit more realistic of a getting stiff as board is. Kyle Dog is stiffening GM3.
Bro, Kyle Dawkins has gotten 2 knockouts in his career, and they come in his last 2 fights. He's putting it together.
Is he gonna
And
make it
Darce
look
Knight
like
is
Hamza?
becoming a knockout artist.
He's
Bro,
just
the way
gonna-
he fucking clipped Michelle Peredo was pretty crazy.
He's just gonna go out there, push GM3 onto the K, and then just one shot dead.
Yeah, it's very possible, man. It's
Yeah.
very possible.
Yeah, no, I guess it is.
Bro, GM3 has as many pro losses as Kyle Dawkins has fights.
Awesome.
And Kyle Dawkins, I know, is the one no contest, so I guess he has one extra, but still.
Yeah.
Crazy. We got Baisangor, Susarkayev on this card, take on Eric Mechanico. Baisangor gonna knock him out. I'm pretty sure all of Eric 3 losses come by knockout.
Yeah.
So that should be easy
One
dubs
and one in
there.
the
They had to
UFC
find him
as
a guy
well.
that could get knocked out after his debut.
Yep.
He won it, but it was just questionably like, dude, why do you look like this?
Knocked out by Nursultan, then you go on to beat Cody Brundage. Good for you.
And he should have lost that.
Yeah. Oh, but yeah, so we got that one, and then the last fight on the card that we have not brought up yet at all. Opener, Slava Claus taking on Mateus Camilo. I really hope Slava could get it done.
Yeah. He has had a rough go of it.
Yeah, I'm kind of getting the feeling that he's honestly going to lose this one too. But I really hope not.
It's every time I look at his record, I keep forgetting he's 3-5-1.
Yeah.
He came in at 5-1 and 5-1.
All 3 of Camilo's losses come by sub. Slava Claus has never gotten a sub in his career.
That sounds helpful.
Yeah.
Yeah, honestly, it was like I was looking at it, like doing the Tapology earlier, and I saw that he was Nova Union trade, and I was like, man, he's gonna cook fucking Slava.
That he was what?
He's trains at Nova Union.
Oh, okay, yeah.
Oh yeah.
This is just like he's probably knocking out Slava, honestly. We're just gonna beat him.
Slava ain't never been knocked out. He's been subbed, he's been decisioned.
He got dropped by G Super.
This is true.
Like that's just somewhere it's like I just wouldn't be surprised if anyone knocks him out. Like he's not defensively sound enough. He goes for it. He's like it's rough. It's rough, man. But I really hope that Slava can win. I put him by decision on Tapology because I refuse to root against him, especially at this point. I can't put that evil on him. He needs to fucking win, man. Let's go. Come on. Let's get it done. But yeah, those are all the fights on this card.
Slava, for the love of God, leave Team Alpha Male.
Yeah, he's got it, man. He's got it, absolutely, for sure.
He won't. He's 33, about to be 34.
Yep.
Yeah, I know.
Well, let's go. There is also one championship Saturday leading into Sunday. There is far too much to actually realistically talk about it. 6 MMA fights, 7 kickboxing fights, a grappling bout, and 3 Muay Thai bouts. Pretty sure it's going to be like a 9-hour broadcast or some shit like that.
Just do a quick run through of the names on there.
Yeah, fucking Super Bond's defending his title on the card. You got Yu Wakamatsu on the card. Rafael Lovato Jr. on the card grappling. That's a very interesting one to see. Superlek on the card. Tekaru versus Dennis Purich. Bro, is Dennis going to win that?
He could.
He might.
I'm not counting that man out. 40 years old, not counting him out. The Bosnian menace for sure.
Yeah. That's going to be great. Stamp on the card. Jake Peacock on the card. Rodtang versus Nango. That's probably going to be really sad, honestly. I don't want to see that. Happy to see Rodtang, but don't want to see him fight Nango.
Yeah.
Christian Lee is back taking on Alibek Razulov in the rematch. That's on this fucking card. Like, Murat Gregorian's on the card, man. Shinya Aoki's on the card. Nabil Anand's opening up the card. Like,
and don't forget about Tyrone is back for his second MMA bout.
Yeah, Ty on like it stacked out. Like we lost 2 big fights in Nabil versus Jonathan Haggerty and Rugen and Tolley, and it's like there's still too much on this card. Like crazy
shit. I think we missed out with Denise and Ayaka as well.
Yeah, I forgot about that one. But yeah, that would have been a good one for sure. But yeah, man, it so much. That's gonna be hard to stay up and watch all of that, but it will be done. It will get done, even if I got tap out after like Christian Lee or something.
Yeah. That's one of those ones where I don't know if we
Real.
stream for that. We just sit in our discomfort of exhaustion and watch, you know?
Yeah, that might just be that'll probably help out like in actually being able to do that a lot instead of just like the like, oh, we got a camera and got to talk and constantly and like that honestly might be the way to go.
Yeah.
Let's fucking go.
For sure.
And then I know we got a couple fights announced too. I don't have them in front of me off the top of my head. Kennedy Nzechukwu versus Marcus Buchecha. That's the first one that I could think of because I love heavyweights. Let's go.
And then we kind of already brought it up with Giga and Kevin Vallejos.
Yes. Very interesting fight.
It's like Giga does nothing ever, and he's back against someone that's 2-0 in the UFC. Okay, crazy fight.
Yep.
Let's go.
And then we have Morgan Charrier and Melchizedek Acosta.
Yeah, that's so fucking good. Another one where winner should definitely be fighting top 15.
See, Melky is the guy that I think is going to get that top 15 shot because it's like he had a little bit of a rough go of it at first. What was he at 155 and then moved down to 145? Okay, that's what it was. Yeah. Moves down to 145 and he is 5-0 now. He is just on a great streak, getting a lot of finishes and just looking real good in there.
Yeah.
No,
absolutely awesome. And then there was 155 fight, right? Oh yeah, it was
Slava.
Yeah.
Yeah, no, like
a couple fights.
Yeah. Costa wins, definitely should probably fight in the top 15. The thing is, like, I think he can jump over like a David Onama and get like a Dan Ige or a Patricio Pitbull.
Yeah. I feel like a Dan Ige is like the perfect type of fight that it's like, because it's one of those things where he doesn't have like some like crazy amount of hype or anything like that where they're gonna push him, but he's a very solid guy. So you give him Dan Ige as that perfect gatekeeper of like, okay, can you actually hang in the top 15?
Yeah.
Like,
yeah, exactly.
Yep.
And then you give Chepe and David Onama, but you know.
Yep. Let's go. But yeah. A lot going on this weekend. Whole lot.
Yeah.
So good. So
I'll say Eubanks Jr. versus Conor Ben 2 is also Saturday.
Yep. So yeah, big time MMA, big time boxing, big time kickboxing, Muay Thai, you know? Whole lot of shit going down on Saturday.
Yeah.
Let's go.
Too much.
That is everything for us to talk about, though, on this episode of the podcast. I hope everyone enjoyed this one. Don't forget to like and subscribe. Drop a comment. Let us know all of these fights that you're excited for. Tell us all the results you want to see. All the people you want to see get fucked up because you hate them. All the things. Let's go. Peace out, everyone.